welcome you to this lesson on orthographic projection. We'll start this lesson by looking at a small animation on how humans see things. From the animation, it's clear that what we see depends on how we look at an object, that is, in what direction and at what distance from the object. You could see that as a person moves backward, he sees less of the top of the object and more of its side. This is quite normal in the act of seeing. However, in engineering drawings, this is a problem. We cannot represent objects by looking at it from some direction and draw it. We will see shortly why this is a problem. Also, one more thing we need to have is a reference with respect to which we can draw. Let's look at a couple of examples to understand what I mean by a reference. What you see on screen is an artist drawing a picture by looking through a window. From time immemorial, artists used to make drawings on a canvas by having a frame or window through which they look at the region they want to capture the sketch of. So their reference here is a window. Now here is a different example. The two pictures which you see on screen date back to the 15th century, and where you can see how artists and designers used to make drawings of objects. In the picture on the left hand side, you can see a setup, what is called as a perspective machine, developed by a scientist named Albrecht Dürer. So here there are two people seen, one of them holding a stylus or pen connected to the wall using a tight string. As a person moves it around the object, the string changes its position on a grid window. The different positions on the window are further transferred back onto a paper which is pasted on the lid. Joining these points gives a picture of the object. Here, the grid window becomes the reference. The picture on the right shows a person capturing what he sees on the grid window by looking through a fixed point and again transferring it back onto a grid paper on the table, so that what is seen on the window can easily be drawn. Again, window is the reference. One more example I would like to show is a cinema hall. How do we see movies and pictures in a hall? A projector projects image or movie on the wall or screen. So as we see in this picture, you can see the projector projecting a picture onto the screen. Here, as you guessed, the reference plane or plane of projection is the screen. Now, we need a technique similar to movie projection to project objects onto a reference plane. To explain this further, let's see some examples. Please look at these pictures closely. In each of these pictures, you could see an object and its shadow cast on the ground by a ray of light. How are the three different? The first one has got the light falling at a steep angle, as in the case of sunlight falling during the morning and evening when our shadows are quite long, and hence the shadow here is long and distorted. The second one has a less steep angle of light and hence not that distorted. However, the third one or the last one has a shadow directly beneath the object as at 12 noon. We are more interested in the last one, where the light falls straight on the object. Here the light rays are perpendicular to the ground plane beneath, And the important thing to note here is that we get a shadow that has the size same as the object, whereas in the other two cases it is not.